Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you're having a nice day. So you may or may not recognize this slide. This was presented yesterday by Dr. Gregg Fields. So by a show of hands, how many of you here know somebody who's diagnosed with Alzheimer's?
I forget.
That's funny. So that's why we're here. So behind every statistic is a person, a friend, and a loved one. So we are NeuroNexus, and now we're going to talk about the crisis. Alzheimer's begins irreversibly damaging your brain 10 to 20 years before symptoms start. Alarmingly, 50% of cases remain undiagnosed, and 1 in 3 seniors die from Alzheimer's. And yet, despite this looming crisis, Alzheimer's still has no cure, no effective treatment, and perhaps most critically, no reliable method for early detection. And here's the worst part. Once the disease reaches a moderate stage, treatments have less than a 10% chance of working. By the time Alzheimer's is diagnosed, it's already too late. In addition to the toll on the patient, it has a significant toll on the family, as you can see here. So, introducing NeuroNexus. That's why we created NeuroNexus, because if we can't see Alzheimer's in time, we'll never be able to stop it. So how does it work? It integrates 3 revolutionary components. The first one is AI-powered multi-omics analysis. Our system harnesses machine learning algorithms to analyze high-dimensional proteomics and metabolomics data. This process identifies subtle early biomarkers of Alzheimer's, often years before clinical symptoms start. And then we validate these biomarkers that we find using a brain-on-a-chip technology. When we validate these candidate biomarkers using state-of-the-art microfluidic brain-on-a-chip platform that mimics the complex human microvascular unit. This platform is engineered by culturing neurons, astrocytes, microglia, endothelial cells to replicate vascularization in the blood-brain barrier, and a peristaltic pump to mimic CSF flow. So it's very accurate to the way the brain actually works. So how are we going to test the function of this lab on a chip? We're going to use TEER, transepithelial endothelial electric resistance, calcium imaging to monitor cell synaptic function, and MEA, multi-electrode array analysis, to evaluate the electrical activity across neural networks. And lastly, we use an iterative AI feedback loop, so the data from these assays is fed into a custom algorithm designed to analyze and compare the results across experimental conditions. This algorithm determines the statistical significance of these biomarkers, enabling our AI to iteratively refine and improve early detection accuracy over time. So why does this change everything? It allows for faster biomarker validation, personalized medicine, scalability and cost effectiveness, and more importantly, better patient outcomes. So looking ahead, compared to what we know today, our knowledge is at its lowest point, and that means the only way is up. A future step would be focusing on even more specific targets, such as G-coupled receptors, connectomics, and transcriptomics. Right now, Alzheimer's is a disease we react to, but with NeuroNexus, we have the chance to get ahead of it. So, the question is yeah. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for all of the mentors that helped us develop this. Okay, I'm Sophie Pharand-Dias. I majored in neuroscience and behavior, and I designed sort of the idea and the microfluidic device.
So I'm Pedro. I'm a computer science major, and I will be part of the research and the scripting for the presentation.
My name is Reese Hayward. I'm a health science major, and I did the research and data collection.
My name is Schallipp. I'm a computer science and artificial intelligence major, and I worked on pre-processing data, feature engineering, selecting the best data sets in order to future predict the best machine learning methods that we can take to optimize our program.
Who made the nice logo?
Okay. No, okay. Okay.
So you have a lot of compelling ideas. What do you think is the most innovative, and what would you start with first?
You want to go?
Yeah, if we were to deploy our company, number one, most important thing is computerized access to multi-omics data sets, because it's a very diverse field of data and a diverse field of data analysis. Number two, accessing the brain on a chip device. It's a technology out there. And then leveraging those two, developing the best and deploying the best machine learning model, and then creating an analysis from results from our brain on the chip technology and crossing over, leveraging AI and the results from known technology out there, and training data on that through an AI feedback loop, which is our own thought-out process of a different version of our own personalized approach to reinforcement learning to develop it. In essence, we're looking for the best biomarker prediction for early neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's.
And I guess that talking about biomarker, the one you identified, I think it's the one you mentioned earlier, was the ApoE4. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know that there is right now a drug that is in registration from a small biotech company named Alzheimer out of Boston that is focusing on amyloid beta for patients who have this mutation, the ApoE4. So that's something to follow up on.
That's cool. Thank you.
Is that your biotech company? No. Oh, okay. I was going to check.
Full disclosure.
Thank you.
Thank you.